Hogs are in, ready for tomorrow. Just wait to grab some tea. I tried to search for my AirPods. Went for a quick recce again. Tried to search for them on that find my iPhone, find my AirPods, whatever it was, and it was no location. I was like, oh, that's it, they've gone, lost them. Came into the house and I was like, oh, I don't think I left them here, but I'll have a quick look. I bloody left them here. Past me, genius. I'm relieved about that. I was convinced that I had them. I was like, oh no, I definitely thought to myself, I'll leave them behind because I don't need them. Your mind starts to play tricks you and you're like, no, I definitely had them. But yeah, no. Turns out that they were here all along. So I'm glad we didn't spend ages looking for them. That would have been a big waste of time. Get food and probably go to bed because I'm very tired. We will be back shearing the hogs tomorrow. So I'll take you along for that. There's roughly 150-ish of them. We're one less now though because one of them, I seen it last night when we gathered them in, she decided that life wasn't for her anymore. So that's just typical. No reason, just lying there, not stuck in her back or anything, perfectly good condition. Anyway, that's just sheep for you. Joys of the game. But I can tell you one thing, she's not even been dead 24 hours and this stink coming from the bucket right now. If you know, you know. Oh my god, it's bad. Hogs in, dogs ready, shearer men ready. You'll notice one of the main differences here between Davy and Ross is Ross here is right-handed and Davy is left-handed. Still doing the same style, same technique, just using different hands. Confuses people when they first see it, I think, because you don't see many left-handed shearers and they sort of look and try and figure it out. Then they realise. This obviously means that Davy's sheep, you'll see, come off the front here like that, whereas Ross's goes out the pot holes at the back. So as you can see, we send our wool to the British Wool Board. So everything is rolled up. That's 2 fleeces there, rolled up and stacked in these bags. This was my job. So once the bag is full, you then stitch the lid, and then these are all taken to a depot where they're then delivered to British Wool. They unpack all these bags again, take out every fleece and grade it, and then you get paid dependent on the grade and the weight. So this bag is just about full, as you can see. So I'm going to take the pins out that's holding the bag. And and then I'll finish stitching it. So I like to stitch as I go. This is just personal preference. It saves like a backlog, and you can kind of keep up quite well. So 2 bags on the go. So this one's obviously nearly full, and get it stitched up, and then I can start filling the other bag. So you're always sort of out in front, especially if you've got 3 shearers to keep up with. It can be pretty hectic. I'm just going to tie a knot in that. This Davey's finished, so I'll go grab his sheet. Nicely rolled. So start the new bag fresh. This is what I really like about this, is you can have 2 bags going at the same time. It stresses me out when this one is half full and this one's half full. So I always fill one and then leave this one empty so I can start fresh. You keep up, because you can very quickly fall behind. And yeah, the shearers don't really, well, I mean, these guys are really good. If I am struggling, you know, they'll help, but quite often you're just sort of fending for yourself. So again, Ross's one has just finished, so I'll pop it in there, and then I'll finish this stitching up before another one comes. So ideally you want to put your last one in here and then sort of have one more stitch to do. Again, so that's Davey just finished, so I'll put one more stitch in the end of this bag. I'll just grab his wool. So you've always got to have eyes at the back of your head. So again, that's another one going in there. And then I'll just quickly put a stitch in here. Okay, you've always got to make sure that there's no wool on the board that could be getting in the way for the clippers. And also try and keep on top of the wool and stitch the bags. And in this case today, I'm also pushing the sheep up, so need to keep an eye on that as well. So I'll just tie that off. Tie them off. Perfect. So I'm also in over the bag here, what I call clamping. So I like to put doubles on the bottom and then squish it down to give you a nice square base. So again, hit them doubles, and then I start whichever end, but I always start this end and build this side up, and then I start stitching, and then I work my way along, building it up. That way you can keep on top. I find works quite well. So I'll just take this one out. So this one's full and stitched up. If you followed me for a while, you'll know that I like to fill these bags full. They're there to be filled, so I like to fill them. It does make them heavy, but I just find they're much easier to move when they're filled properly, as opposed to like a wee soft filled bag. It makes it really awkward to try and move. So when the bags go to get packed at the intermediate depot, there's a big squeeze there, like a press, and having the bags like this sort of shape and quite full is better for the press because they obviously stack much nicer together, whereas if they're misshapen it can make it quite hard to press them together if we're going in over the lorries. That's just one of the benefits to packing a bag as full as you can. And this crate obviously makes it a lot easier also because it obviously holds the bag in place and gives it that shape that you want as well. I fill the bag gradually, this is what I mean. So you can see this side's ready for stitching, and then this will squeeze down a bit more, and then I'll just keep filling it until it's full. And then I've still got my spare bag completely empty, so I'll start stitching this just now and try and keep in front of them. So I've just wrapped these next two fleeces, tuck them in here. Squeezed in there as well, I think. Oh. So again, get another stitch in. And when they finish, so see, working my way along, so that's this end stitched, and then still got plenty of space in here for more, so just keeping on top of it. So you can see I've got a couple more stitches just to put it in at this end, and I'm hoping I'll get it timed right because they're just about to finish. So one more stitch in at the end here, and that'll hopefully fall just right. Tara, that'll do. That's that one packed up, good to go. So I'm just rolling up these two that we've just finished, and then one bag's finished, so we now start the next one. This is the ideal situation to be in, where you've got one bag finished and you're just starting the next one. Lovely. So I'll shift that in a second. So I've got these two keeping us right, Rox and Tara. Rox gets overexcited sometimes, so I've just got her tied up at the back of the pen because she can quite often like all the action at the front here and watch the sheep jump off. But Tara, really pleased with her, she's just sat at the back of the pen and just keeping the sheep up to us. So race is full, She's been really helpful, aren't you, girls? Roxy's sulking because she doesn't like me tied up. He stinks. Good girl. She's doing really well, I'm really pleased. You can see she's just always watching. So why do we shear sheep? Why do we make them go from this to this? A few simple reasons. It is for the animal's welfare. So we do this because when the months get warmer, the sheep obviously get warmer, and they obviously grow wool to protect themselves from the weather, but when it gets warmer, that needs to come off. That's one reason. The second reason is because they can get affected by parasitic infections and diseases. So the main one being fly strike. So fly strike is when they're either really sweaty patch, or a really mucky, dirty, skippy patch, where the flies land on it and they lay their eggs. These eggs then hatch into maggots, and effectively they start eating the animal alive. So it has to be caught really quickly because it can be really, really nasty. So by shearing the wool off them, that prevents that even getting a chance of starting. This is an extremely back-breaking job, and I take my hat off to these guys and all the other shearers that do this through the summer. It is tough, I can tell you that. I've done it myself, only a few. I clipped actually the texels that are running about here today from the pure texels. That's one there. I clipped them as lambs, and yeah, I was knackered, and that was only 22 of them. So these guys are shearing 300 a day easy. Both Ross and Davey here, they've sheared over 400 in a day. That was a big day, let me tell you that. So shearing does not hurt them. That is them before in the pen, all lying down. In here, they're all quite happy, standing here, waiting to go up into the trailer. They're not getting forced, they're not getting hurt. When they're getting shorn, again, not getting hurt. You can see they're not rebatting, they're not wriggling. They're sitting, quite happy. And then that's them after. Again, quite happy, wandering about, not hurt, just roaming about, quite happy with their jackets off. And just like that, we're nearly done. Hey girls, this is the hog that lambed 10 days ago now. So it's got a nice wee lammy on her. So we're going to clip her as well today. But yeah, happy days. Just about all on the trailer. So Gimmer's all clipped. I would say they're looking quite good. Condition wise, they're all good on their feet. So yeah, really happy with them. So I'm now just gonna load them up and float them out to one of our bits of hill. It's quite a rough bit of hill. So yeah, hopefully it'll keep them for the summer. And they'll go on and grow like mushrooms now. So the mules, Scottish mules, are all bought in, and the texels are all homebred. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with how they're looking. They haven't seen anything, they haven't even seen a block actually this year. So I might go and get one and chuck it out with them. Just to keep them right, because they are going on to a rougher bit of hill. So, but yeah, we'll see. First load of the girlies. Hello. So they're going out onto this rough bit of hill. They can get right out to that furthest twins, that tree line right out there. Yes, there is grass on it, but there is also heather out over there. So, and it's just guy old rough stuff.
think on that note, that's it for this one. Thank you as always for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Please feel free to give it a wee like and subscribe below, and we'll catch you for the next one.